Academic research is driven by a simple, overarching mission to solve complex intellectual mysteries. It is a pursuit of clarity in a world of information. Imagine two researchers, A and B, chasing the exact same academic conclusion, but following entirely different maps to get there. Researcher A follows the traditional path. This requires a physical commute to a library or archive, navigating a maze of requests and administrative delays just to access a single primary source. This path also carries social requirements. It means dressing in formal attire and managing interpersonal dynamics with staff, whose primary job is managing the institution, not necessarily facilitating the research. Researcher B utilizes a different system, algorithmic AI machinery, accessible from anywhere, 24 hours a day, bypassing physical travel and institutional gatekeepers. This logic flowchart reveals the divide. Path A is defined by physical friction. Path B relies on precise questions. Removing analog hurdles accelerates discovery. While researcher A navigates the archive's friction, researcher B has already solved the problem. When both researchers present the same result, a tension emerges. If the institution insists that the archive is the only valid site of work, it suggests that the struggle of the traditional method is prioritized over the accuracy of the final discovery. This friction is not felt equally by everyone. For researcher B, who is high-functioning autistic, the frictionless environment of AI isn't just a convenience, it's a specialized workspace. Traditional research environments often demand a high level of social masking and the management of external pleasantries. For a neurodivergent mind, these social requirements act as a drain on cognitive energy. That cognitive energy is a finite resource. Every moment spent navigating real-world social boundaries is a moment of bandwidth stolen from the actual processing of complex subject matter. The non-contact nature of an AI-driven system removes those barriers. This allows for a state of rapid-fire thinking, where ideas can be tested and iterated as fast as they are conceived. In this environment, physical comfort is the baseline. Working from home allows for a total focus on the data, free from the distractions of formal dress or social expectations. By stripping away these external stressors, the research process shifts. It moves away from being an endurance test of social stamina and becomes a dedicated space for pure, intelligent diagnosis. However, these new efficiencies often collide with institutional rigidity. This mindset enforces a singular, older standard for what constitutes real academic work. Many universities maintain a strict mandate that valid research must happen within the physical walls of the library or the archives. This stems from a core institutional belief. A thesis only has value if it is the product of a slow, analog, and often painful process of analysis. Within this framework, the efficiency of AI is treated with suspicion. It is viewed as a way to bypass the suffering that the institution has come to associate with academic rigor. This rejection of modern tools reinstates the environmental friction that technology had finally managed to solve. It rebuilds the very real barriers that have historically made these institutional spaces so difficult for neurodivergent thinkers to navigate. When an institution penalizes a researcher for using more efficient tools, it creates a disconnect between the discovery and the logic used to find it. This comparison illustrates the current academic priority. The heavy weight of the struggle involved in the process is being given more value than the quality of the result itself. The result is a system that risks retreating into an exclusionary shell. Instead of evolving with new technology, the institution protects its traditional methods by making them mandatory. This mindset directly marginalizes thinkers who have finally found a tool that matches their rapid-fire processing style, effectively telling them their way of working is invalid. It is an approach that mirrors choosing the Pony Express over the telephone. One is a feat of physical endurance, but the other is a more efficient means of communication. By romanticizing the difficulty of outdated methods, rigid authorities are sacrificing speed and accessibility. They are choosing to maintain the friction of the past, rather than the discoveries of the future.